Biggie, my thought is that you run our streets. Our boys are not, I don't know. But my thought is that the level 1 boys are hotter than our boys.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I continue in this video, I will please appeal to you. If you're watching this video for the first time or you're a returning subscriber, please put on your notification bells, click on the all button so that you can get notified whenever I post a video, and you can be part of the first set of people to watch the videos whenever I post. Please turn on your notification bells and please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now straight into the video of the day. So today, the level 2 housemates had their diary session, and of course it was an expository one. It was one that, opened my mind to the mindset of these people. It feels to me like these people are beginning to feel intimidated about the level 1 housemates. Now, they came into the diary session one after the other, and Big Brother was asking them, what do you think? Like one of the questions Big Brother asked them, what do you think about the level 1 housemates? And one of the highlights for me, right, was Amaka. Amaka was like, see, Big Brother, I think you run me straight, or in Pidgin, Big Brother, you run me straight. She's saying Big Brother kind of cheated her. He ran her straight, saying that the boys in the level 1 house, the likes of Shags and Dekunle and Dotun and the likes, are more like sexier. They're finer than the guys in level 2, where we have Brian and Farm Savvy and Groovy.
Biggie, my thought is that you run our streets. Our boys are not, I don't know. But my thought is that the level 1 boys are hotter than our boys.
Now, one of the things that, Amaka spoke with Big Brother was the fact that, remember that herself and Phyna had a fight in the morning. And what caused the fight? She's saying that, she wants to creep into the tactical plan that the level 1 guys have. She wants to go to meet the head of house or the strongest person in the house and rub minds with this person, just wanting to be able to, know the mindset of this person as it regards to the game that they're here to play. And Big Brother was asking her, what does she want to do in that aspect? How does she want to achieve that? And she was talking about the fact that she feels like most of them in level 2 are forgetting that this game is a game of 24 people. And it is not a game of just 12 people. So even herself, she's almost forgetting that this game is a game of myself against 23 other housemates, and not just myself against 11 people. So that, if she goes into the house and she's allowed to go into the other house, the level 1 house, it will help her, it will awaken her senses some type of way to understand that, okay, I'm competing against 23 people. And of course, I want to know what the strategy of this person is, because she already knows from what she said, she already knows the strategy of every other person in her level. The only people she has not communicated with are the people in level 1. The one person who, caught my attention and is not really going to be submerged in that thought process or the thinking that his level mates have is Brian.
Everybody in level 2 was like describing the other half in level 1 as a better and more fierce version of themselves, and I refuse to accept that.
Now, one person who came all out to talk was Phyna. Phyna was like, immediately after the head of house challenge, when she got back into the house, of course we all saw it, the way her level mates were talking, even herself, her spirit was already getting dampened. And one of the things I think that people should be able to understand is the fact that, yes, you're going to see people who probably have 1 or 2 characteristics or features that are above yours, but you also need to look inwards to be sure that, if I made it into this house, whatever qualities or whatever they looked at, that made them choose me is also at par, is also on the same level with whatever they looked at to bring this other person in. They might have looked at somebody else and say he's a fine guy, and that's why they brought him in. And they must have looked at you to say that, okay, they feel that you have got street OT or street smartness, and that's why they brought you in. So you have to leverage whatever you think, because they most likely brought you in whatever you told them and how you looked and whatever you brought on board the auditions. So you will see Phyna here saying that, her housemates are already dampening her spirit, and she's almost believing.
From the game and from the guys I saw, like the guys, they get ginger.
One person that said he feels like these people are intimidating, literally used the word intimidating, is Kes. Kes said that, he feels like these people are intimidating. He said, for him, he doesn't think that they're intimidating, but it feels like they're intimidating, that his housemates also feel like, I'm like, You better own up and just get out of that shell in your mindset. Because even today, at some point, he had this body language that it felt like it was not in the preparation for their task during the day. And I feel like, see, you have to be strategic. A lot of people come into the house not wanting to win. And let me tell you what I mean by that. They know that, okay, that's the grand prize, it's fine. Some people come into the house to say that, you know what, I'm going to be strategic about the teams. I'm going to look at who's smart, who are the agile people, who are the people that have got their game mind on. So they want to get into groups that can win. Remember in last season, every group that Lee Koros was, they almost likely won. Most of the time, they had a higher percentage of winning, of which they won. 2 years ago, it was Lekon. For most of the groups that Lekon was in, he won. His group won. And, you know, we saw an alignment between him and V. So when you see a Lekon group, you're most likely going to see a Nengi in that group. You're most likely going to see a V in that group. Those 3 people, in fact, at some point, they won the Johnny Walker task. It was just 3 of them in the group, and they won the Johnny Walker task. So these people thinking that some people are better than them, I mean, if they continue in this particular kind of mindset, they're setting up themselves to just get out of the house as soon as possible.
I won't lie, they really, look intimidating.
Daniela came out and said that she feels like the level 1 housemates are agile and spontaneous. That's another language for saying that they're better than you, because she says that they were just relaxed and all of that. And for them, she found that, these guys were just up and doing, especially the guys, they were like, here and there, very smart, very fast in whatever they did. But look at it, with whatever she said, have they forgotten that they had 2 people in the final round of the task? I mean, the last 3 people standing were, what's his name? Elo Swag, Brian, and Saif. And I'm wondering why they can't even look at that part to just see that, okay, I think that, we also have a strength in this place. Beauty obviously thinks that the guys and the girls in the level 1 house are finer than them. I mean, look at Beauty. Coming from a Miss Nigeria, Beauty is also beautiful, right? I think that her name is even perfect for her. But here she is thinking that they're more fine, they're more handsome, and they're more beautiful.
They're very handsome / beautiful.
Moving on, some people think that they've got what it really takes to win the show. Someone like Khalid. Khalid says he thinks that he has a very strong presence in his level. And I'm wondering, because I've not seen his strong presence, right? The people who have strong presence in his level are the likes of, what's her name? Phyna. Phyna has a very strong presence. Amaka has a strong presence. Beauty has a strong presence. Not Khalid. At the moment, we don't know what it will be like when the show goes on, but at the moment, I don't think Khalid, according to what he says, has a very strong presence. And one thing I like about this season, regardless of, the fact that a lot of people are complaining that, why do we have 2 channels, is the fact that it is giving us more airtime. Yes, so I might not be able to watch 2 channels at the same time, but somebody else is watching and somebody else is going to post, and I'm going to know, oh, so this happened. Because if you have the 24 housemates in one house, it will be 1 camera per shot. Your screen can be split into 2. We can't be listening to 2 people at a time. So what Big Brother wants us to do is he wants to give people a fair share of more airtime. Not that, the camera is just on 1 person. So for the 2 channels right now, you can see that people are watching differently. Per time, you can see what this house is doing and what this other house is doing. So even if you can watch the 2, you will see it on social. Finally, in this video, the housemates are getting ready for their wager task presentation. And of course, Big Brother supply them whatever they need, like musical instruments and all of that. And of course, we see these 2 teams putting in the effort to see that they're putting their best and get to win their wager task. I hope that they can win it. It's not something that's common with Big Brother for you to win Big Brother's wager task, the very first one in the season. But of course, if they can come together, strategize, have a very fantastic plan and all of that, and they work as a unified team, they can win their wager task. Also remember, this is a competition. Level 1 versus level 2. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at the Femi Daniel. Until next time, I'll come away again very soon. It's bye for now.